GPU is 145, and my system overall is 161.
I got a
Jeez.
question.
Come
Why
on.
don't you have that on Celsius?
Who doesn't want to start the day with a nice steaming cup of JP5 to cool everything off?
Really.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, it's not like your CPU is going to get hot enough to ignite it. Not that I know from experience or anything.
Yeah.
There's something you want to tell us there, Jared.
Well, okay. So, jet fuel in a military aircraft actually does serve two purposes. Yes, it provides the combustible fuel for the aircraft engines themselves.
Yep.
But they're also part of the cooling system in certain areas.
Yeah, and it's also a mild lubricant too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, because it is a petroleum product.
That's what she said.
So, to say that I was not surprised at all that there was an issue with JP5 contaminating the potable water system on the Nimitz would be a massive fucking understatement. It's just the method of the contamination that I find a bit laughable.
Do enlighten us.
I'd get a leak or some tank failure, but I mean, intentionally or not intentionally, but pumping JP5 into a potable water tank.
Yeah, I'm still confused on how the fuck that happened.
This is why you don't want the grapes to be colorblind.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, the grapes, those are the ABFs, the fuel handling aviation boatswain's mates.
Although they're no longer grapes though, they're greens because they merged them with the ABEs and the ABHs.
They still wear the purple shirt.
Okay, my computer is starting to cool down now.
Did you spit
Bone
on
Lab?
All that
no.
corn, man.
Bone Lab takes hella processing power for 10 gigs of space. It's a good game, but goddamn.
Well, yeah, see, some laptops are just not meant to do multiple things at once.
No, and I do that regardless on mine, even though it's probably higher end for laptops.
Okay,
I say for laptops because this one's about 1,500.
That's mid-tier.
Okay. But yeah, it's... If I'm not mistaken, I think I recall this having a 20 series graphics card in it.
Without the other two numbers, it doesn't matter.
I know it's something in the 20 series. I think it's the 70.
Then it's mid-tier. It's a solid mid-tier if it's 2070.
Yeah. Well, it's mid-tier anyways because it's all been outmoded by the 30 series.
I am still running a 2070.
So am I.
It is running fine.
Oh, I like the picture there, Tech.
Yeah, that's going to make the end of the month rather interesting.
So, how many of you have played Dead 7 Days to Die?
I have it, but I haven't played it yet.
I have.
No.
I'm not familiar with it at all.
There's a guy in a business suit. There's a guy in a business suit that looks like Legal Eagle. That's a zombie.
Now, how many times have you restarted the game just to keep shooting him?
Well, he pops up all the time. I don't have to. I don't have to keep doing it. There's even one that looks like a Karen.
Methinks that may have been done on purpose.
If I didn't know any better, I would almost swear that they were looking at a certain YouTuber that just settled with a certain USA star.
Okay, I'll admit I have not been following all of that nonsense, so the reference is lost on me.
KJ settled with Chris Lee.
Why does that not surprise me?
Really? Apparently she's not happy about it. Duh.
Well, of course not, because she couldn't win at trial, so she actually listened to legal advice and settled and should shut the fuck up.
Wait, she knows how to shut the fuck up?
No, I didn't say she would. I said she should.
Good.
And that's actually part of the settlement. I actually, what was it? She can no longer talk about the Chrisleys at all to make money.
Ooh.
Speaking
All
of
right.
legal troubles,
Yeah, this Twitter image is about to get some legal troubles. Oh no, it gets
Oh,
better.
No. Oh no.
oh,
no.
Oh.
It gets better. It gets better.
no!
Wait.
Damn
Hang on. Didn't Mirai also reply with that to another image of an artichoke?
Probably.
More than likely.
No one her? Yeah, probably.
Also, wouldn't that be considered docking for this one?
Don't
Oh.
mind me. I am just playing a Disney beta game.
Yeah, I saw that.
No.
Oh, you were not wrong, Jared.
Mm.
From the same account too.
Oh, I'm having problems with my network, I guess.
Back up one.
Don't know why, because I've got a fairly good connection rate for $100 a month.
Connection seems good. Yeah, see,
You're paying $100 a month for how many gigs?
I
Oof.
don't remember, but it was like the upper end of triple digits.
I thought I saw that before.
Oh, oh no!
Oh my!
Oh no!
How dare you!
Tata?
Context is everything.
Avia Tata?
And then afterwards, after you stick it in, you've got the famous. Oh, what the hell is it?
Let's see. Can I find any more of her doing it?
Oh Lord.
Uh,
Yeah, this one's probably gonna go yellow right away, Jared.
They always do.
Okay, what's this?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Character.
on the instance of how fucked up is fucked up, this is always fucked up. So
Relax. I got a Disney game playing. It'll be fine.
But it's
No,
Disney.
it's a Disney game.
Well, wait.
Disney
Disney actually does clean up most of the stories that they bastardize. I mean, acquire. I mean, take over. I mean, fuck over.
And
I mean,
there
Yeah.
goes the
Grape and
redeeming.
pillage.
think about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Grape. We can't say that word on YouTube anymore.
Well, think about all the stories that are the classic Disney
this one.
animation
No,
stuff.
not even the classic. This one. Frozen.
What?
It is fucked up, the original story.
Oh,
And
no
nothing,
doubt. 'cause
nothing like Disney.
Snow
put
White
out.
wasn't.
None of. Oh, as if none
Cinderella?
of the old European folklore was fucked
Little
up
Mermaid?
originally before Disney came in.
I
None
went-
of those were good endings.
Well, no. That's what I'm saying is that Disney is messed up. They've taken the original story and the morality tale and the endings and made it always happily ever after.
I want Disney to remake
Sounds like a little bit of what's the term that people of color like to use on us whites? Oh yeah, cultural appropriation.
I want Disney to
Rude.
remake. I want to Disney remake Cinderella like the original story, and make it turn into a horror, with the sisters lopping parts of their feet off and stuff.
Oh,
That would be rather interesting to see. Or the original story behind Beauty and the Beast.
I would gladly pay to see films that actually adhere to the original lore, like to the T, or as much as possible that can fit within a 2 or 3 hour time span.
Yeah, but that's just because we're all masochists. So
Pay attention to the cat.
Okay.
Don't
She
you
runs
fucking
out.
touch me.
Don't touch me, you.
Is that
filth.
the Denning Street cat?
Granted, 80% of cats do that to everyone 75% of the time.
Yeah, especially if you try and pet it unprompted, like what that just showed.
That cat's just like, you ain't got any food. Get away from me, you bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah, I bet the cat would be a little more,
Receptive.
receptive if you offered first,
Catnip.
like let him sniff.
Nope.
Yeah.
Gotta go for the catnip. Gotta bribe them.
Yep. Gotta bribe them hard.
I haven't found
Gotta
a
give
need
them.
to
Gotta
bribe.
give them the kitty crack.
Yeah.
I just hold out my hand so they can see and let them approach if they want. That's usually how my first contact with most cats and dogs go. Just,
Yep.
hey, you want to come here? You want to come say hi?
As Burns
Oh.
lords it
Jared, I'm
over
sending you
everyone.
something. I'm sending you a Twitter link on Discord DMs.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that thumbnail's interesting.
That's the
Hey.
safest bit.
Ooh, hang on. Let me. I must investigate this further.
Uh-oh.
Just go ahead and share it to the group. Come on.
Oh, that is wonderful. Got what you deserve. All right, you know what? Go ahead. Play that. And you know what? I'm even going to let the audience see it.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Let's just say it went in the direction that I actually expected it to, in a good way. And actually, just for kicks, let's see if this ends up being.
You want me to share it?
Yeah, go ahead and share it. No audio is needed, of course, but oh, look at that, we're already yellow. Fuck you.
Probably because of me.
That didn't take long.
Probably because of me, because of the one word.
No, probably
Disney.
because of
It
my
What,
commentary. My commentary of Disney.
This
Oh,
may go.
of course.
This may go red.
Oh,
That's probably red.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is
no.
Boom.
I have to admit, though, it is better with the sound.
You know
Only
what?
him.
I didn't play it with the sound.
Oh, my.
Should we watch it again with the sound?
Oh,
Oh
no.
my God.
Because I have a feeling it was rather juicy.
She must have went to
That
Taco
may be
Bell.
that may be the video that gets Jared banned from YouTube.
If they haven't banned me for shit I was doing a couple years ago with Piggy,
What am I
They'll
sharing
ban
now?
you for this shit.
This
let
goes
me know if
slightly
you guys do
above
this.
what Pig would pull, I think.
Nope, no sound.
No.
No sound.
Hold on.
Although it is funny to see the actual results of trying to light a fart on fire.
Yeah. Rather concussive.
All right. Maxed out there.
Well, I'm surprised she didn't get her asshole burned.
She made her.
Oh, what
Look at
hair
how
is
she ran
there to
away.
burn?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
If not her
Yeah,
asshole,
she got
at
it
least her
first.
cheek. At least her cheeks
Did you
were
hear
burnt.
that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's probably got first degree burns, and he's
Yeah,
probably
at
got
least.
second degree.
How do you explain that at the ER? Well,
Tripped
There's
and
a video
fell
of it.
on a candle.
You have boils on your face from a second degree burn and pink eye. What the hell?
no, still no sound.
Yeah, that is a fiery case of pink eye right there.
Well,
That's
And of
weird,
course,
that's
he's
not
like
small
he's
30, I
choking
guess.
there.
Yeah.
He's choking. He's holding his face. He's not having a good time, and he's probably suffering from a panic attack.
He's probably
at once.
suffering from suffering from tracheal burn there too, because he's probably inhaling on the way in.
Here we go. Let's try this.
there we go.
Oh, there.
Oh, talk about a talk about a backflash.
Oh my
Back
god!
area clear. This one was not.
You know, I picked the wrong night to send my stepmother the link to watch this show.
But well,
Now, well,
You
you
should
know,
have
hey,
known better.
well, you know, I didn't
Started
didn't
filming that
expect
on
it.
We
Twitter.
would be yelling up and down on both of these motherfuckers. Back blast area clear.
Well, at least he wasn't wearing a butt plug.
I think it would have been better if he was.
I just gotta ask: was that powered by an explosive bowel movement by chance? Because of the way that some bitch exploded out of her ass. Holy shit!
That was probably irritable bowel syndrome.
No,
Yeah, more
she
likely.
proved how thrust works.
Yeah. She
See,
definitely did that.
Maybe she should have gotten on Craig's show last night and shown how thrusts work, because that one guy just wouldn't believe.
It kind of reminds me of how I just can't tolerate milkshakes because, yeah, I
No.
kind of do that to a toilet.
No,
In
just
the-
think if you had a thermal camera on while doing that.
Oh my god!
Oh,
you can
no.
see the cloud.
Yeah.
Really?
It still lingers
Whee.
to this day.
This has now become a medical training video. Don't do this.
Now
Oh,
we need
God.
to have have to have a 4-day safety brief. Don't do this at home.
You know, guys, I do have to go to church in the morning. You know,
well, that's not our fault.
That's not our problem.
well, you know, I mean, it's part of my recovery program.
We are giving you
Oh.
something to repent for when you're there.
I already got plenty to repent for already, guys. Come on, man.
Nope, not enough. You gotta have this too.
I gotta have this too. I know.
Otherwise, you're never getting to heaven.
Please do
Not
not try
even
at home.
okay.
Professional actors and
All right, now I'm just scrolling
Oh,
through
man.
Mariah's Twitter feed with tweets and replies selected.
Excuse me.
I just want
Jay, be careful, man. That's some toxic ground you're walking on.
For some people have a tolerance. But
Well,
So, Cultural Crave yesterday. A new Tarzan film is in development by Sony. They're aiming to totally reinvent the character for the 21st century. Mariah,
please tell me they're
didn't we
making it
already do that
black.
with Brendan Fraser, though?
no, that was
What?
Forge of the Jungle, you stupid.
Well, which is essentially a rewrite of Tarzan.
A funnier one.
Although,
It was a cartoon show before that.
yes,
Oh,
but the base storyline was effectively Tarzan. So
Tarzan, yeah.
it was always a rewrite of that. So not wrong in referencing the Brendan Fraser project as doing the same thing. Although there is one thing you have to say about the Tarzan franchise and IP. We never have to worry about an ethnicity swap. Because no
that
producer is going to have the balls to put some minority acting like an ape.
Yeah, because then everyone would just be calling that producer a fucking racist.
Oh, I don't even see a studio picking it up.
Yeah, because they all have that woke mentality, which is utter dog shit. Not to mention it's cultural vandalism when they do it to everyone else.
To be fair, I wouldn't. I enjoy something being put out just with the sole purpose of pissing people off. But even I have my limits.
Right?
Oh no. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh.
Were they looking
All right,
for a
she's
plumber?
fired. She's fired.
No, this was an interview.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, Jerry, check your Discord.
Oh.
And damn it, Eric.
I would have,
Yay!
I think I would have rather have been in South Dakota dealing with that bullshit than have to have seen that image.
I gotta build up that fortitude somehow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Q continue. Okay, I've seen a couple adaptations of The Producers, and I still say that the Nathan Lane, Matthew Broderick version is the creme de la creme of them when it comes to the film adaptations. And oh yes, Springtime with Hitler, fucking magical.
Oh no.
Oh,
I think I have that downloaded onto my hard drive.
Cal, have you never seen The Producers?
Oh, my God.
Oh, I've seen parts
No?
of that movie.
Oh, Cal.
Oh, I know what we're watching.
Yeah.
Oh. Next week's
We gotta-
movie, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
Who remembers Primal
Oh.
Fury?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Remember to just make sure to ping me so that way I don't forget.
Yeah.
Well, so with this upcoming week, I probably will not be available to host the materials during the week, but we will find a way to make up for it. But yes, The Producers.
Oh no.
Yes.
So, Jared, did you see this one I tagged you in earlier in the week? Or yesterday?
Okay, scroll down.
So, this guy's on the call.
Oh,
on the phone
yeah.
with- So, you know, I said this, tagged you in it. The very next reply.
Boy.
Oh no. He just looks sheepishly.
That's exactly the word I used in the search for the GIF. Sheepish grin.
Just I done fucked up, didn't I?
But
At least
okay, Q does have a bit of a point, because the plot of The Producers is two Broadway wannabe Broadway producers want to put together the most horrendous show that is guaranteed to bomb, just so they can make money off of the insurance of the money raised from the investors and fleece the investors. So yes, there are people that would potentially support it, but you don't have as much of a chance to fleece the system now like you did back then, and this took place in what, the 50s, 60s?
60s. Yeah, it was in the 60s. That's when it was originally out. Because I think Jack Lemmon was in the original, wasn't he?
Maybe. I forget who was in the original, but the recent one that actually had a surprisingly did actually surprisingly well with the casting. Like, normally I get annoyed with a lot of Will Ferrell. But him as that consultant character on Springtime with Hitler. He pulled it off.
It's springtime for Hitler and Germany. It's winter for Poland and France.
I would have to agree with Scribelight.
Did you what? Someone should reply with that video we saw earlier.
Yeah, Mariah. Again, Mariah, you got a point.
The original one was Zero Mostel and Gene Wilder.
Yeah, Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
I mean, Jared, you know I'm right on this one too. Don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially with the sonar in space.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. I will give Star Trek Discovery that. They were hilarious writers, unintentionally.
Oh no.
Oh.
No.
I read some of the replies to this one, and I got to agree with them.
No.
The state of education is often overlooked in the U.S.
It is. It is so bad.
Come on, we know it's all Alabama, Mississippi combined into one right there.
And they call it Michigan. Lake Michigan, to be exact.
Eh.
So is that where the northern Florida men are?
Yes.
No, that's
Yes.
called Ohio.
Yeah.
But that doesn't exist.
Oh
No,
no,
I haven't read this bill yet, but I did find it.
Is it actually correctly named? That's my first question. Is it accurately titled? Because people want to keep pointing to some of the legislation that has actually been passed in the last 6 months and praising Biden for it. Specifically, the Inflation Reduction Act,
Which has absolutely fuck all to do with reducing inflation.
Yeah.
And instead it's a climate maintenance thing, whatever. For some reason it has to do with climate change and fighting it somehow.
And healthcare.
Yeah, which again has absolutely fuck all to do with inflation.
But by the way, speaking of inflation and all that, how's everybody's gas prices doing?
Still 0
$3.39?
because I'm still walking.
Actually, coming down.
Oh, just wait.
$3.39
We're
here.
starting to go back up here on the West Coast.
Yeah, I was gonna say they stabilized, but I don't expect them to stay that way for long.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
Also,
We're
it's a
below
football weekend.
$3. We're below $3 a gallon here.
It's also a football
That-
weekend here, so it's going to go up a little bit.
Under 3? That sounds like a rarity.
No,
Yeah, that's rare tech.
maybe nationally. I mean, but the gas prices in my area have been lower, just traditionally are lower than other spots.
Yeah, it's the same with my area.
Part of it, I just think it's just, I'm basically in a distribution area, and we've got tank farms in the area, so we're kind of like right
So you
near
live-
everything.
So you live in Texas then?
No, I'm in Virginia, but
No.
So
you're
because
in
your
Virginia?
distribution area, you just call
Yeah.
dips in case you're starting to run low.
well, it's just we have like a big tank farm here and stuff like that. So like we're really close to like basically where the gas is coming to the stations from, basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't have the long transportation distance, so the actual transportation cost is near
Minuscule.
non-existent.
Yep.
Like
Minuscule.
in my area in the state, we tend to be about 10 or 15 cents a gallon cheaper than other parts of the state.
I agree. I'm in the same predicament too here in Kansas City because we do have a distribution center right down the fucking road.
Yeah, last I filled up was still at 330 something.
That's not bad.
No, but it's also not the near and over
No.
$5 that it was.
We were
4 months ago?
340 last week sometime.
Here we go. You know it's the season.
Yeah.
No, we had the spirit stores up before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it is officially the season.
Yes.
Not in September and not as far out as November.
I will say this, though. I am surprised at how little Christmas stuff has been already popping up.
Oh, some of it's already out. in
You
some
haven't
stores.
you haven't gone to a Dollar General lately.
Like I said, how little in other places that has been popping up.
No.
Oh,
That's
I would. Oof.
I can see some of this crew doing that just for shits and giggles, just to freak the guy out.
I have no idea who you are referring to. Oh my
Right?
god.
Oh,
Well, at least it's not a pin.
Yeah.
Oh, my head! That hurts so bad.
I think the guy who did that is the one who pumped the JP5 in the potable water tank.
Chris told me about this yesterday. Plant-based mashed potato. What the fuck is regular mashed potato then? Does it come from a fucking cow or a pig?
Oh
I
No, is
mean,
it chicken?
wait. To be fair, those are probably mashed potatoes that were made without butter or heavy cream. So they're gonna taste like
bland
shit.
then. So it's bland then.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, they did put gluten free.
That's true.
Can't have that shit. Oh no.
Well,
Oh,
potatoes don't have gluten. That's why I'm always
Yeah.
laughing when something like potato chips is gluten free.
it's like no shit.
It's like,
Oh no.
I
is.
kind of like the lower two.
The
Yeah.
pillows. Yeah. That's how you know. That's how you get your inspiration.
Oh no.
I've got questions. I
Yeah.
don't want answers to.
No,
Exactly.
we're not gonna poke it.
No.
We'll leave that for Electroboom.
Or do you mean the alleged possible soon-to-be boom?
No, actually, that actually goes to another topic that I
There you
wanted to
go.
bring up. See, I don't have a problem with that.
Floridians preparing. Yup.
Now, here's another thing to think about. Floridians do not worry about the hurricane until they start hearing, wait, Waffle House isn't going to be open?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Waffle House Index is a thing that actually is used informally by FEMA.
There you go.
FEMA uses the Waffle House Index.
Yeah.
Let that sink in.
Mhm.
the sad thing is, I can see that being sold at Walmart.
I've actually seen one, I think.
Oh my
and
god.
now you can sing that song. 99 cans of beer in the
Take one down, pass it around.
Exactly.
Do not fucking tempt me in a few weeks.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
having those 99 cans of PBR could be very useful because, in a catastrophe situation, you want to have water around. So
Yeah. And oh, this one is just magnifique.
To be fair,
Whoa.
you give PBR is not bad, especially when you're saving money from your friends
Of
who are
course
massive
he never
alcoholics.
raised his voice to you. You've got those fucking meat clubs for hands.
I think I see an Adam's apple.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nikki.
Don't.
Is this Photoshop?
Is that Nikki's ultimate form?
That's Nikki on a
That's
good
the
day.
body she
You
wishes
know what?
she had.
Fuck you guys.
We were doing a Dragon Ball episode. It's Cell ultimate form.
At least it's not Majin Buu.
Yeah, but which form of Majin Buu?
The first one.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Adult Happy Meals? What the fuck?
That's a thing now.
So what, are they putting cocaine in it?
Pretty much.
We only wish.
No, it's the other kind of toy where you need discreet packaging.
Okay, what's the reply to the next one?
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
Oh.
But-
Oh no.
But no, okay, so the whole thing with the batteries. Who here has paid attention to some of the legal news coming out of the U.S. Navy the last 2 weeks?
Oh, that they indicted the sailor for the Bonhomme Richard fire?
The one that they tried
Railroaded?
to railroad completely and fucked themselves over with?
Oh.
Their entire case is built on a guy who thought maybe he saw him there near the time, and he had a lighter.
Yeah. And not to mention, how about this one? The ATF and the arson recreationists were trying to recreate the conditions of it to further support the story that this is how the fire started. They couldn't get the tri-wall cardboard boxes that were soaked in accelerant to remain lit.
Any reason why that could be?
Cardboard has this nasty habit of...
Self-extinguishing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which is part of why it's actually not a bad thing to use as a storage object. Yes, it may go quickly, but it dies out quickly.
Yes. And if it
However-
if it does not burn at a specific temperature, it will self-extinguish before it is fully consumed.
Oh, there's another wonderful wrinkle to the actual arson part of it investigation. There were vehicle batteries and lithium batteries improperly stored in the lower V.
Oh, fun.
Oh no.
And guess who did not do any testing concerning those batteries and how they were stored when they were doing their fire recreation?
The ATF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So they got the fire that they wanted, just not in the way they imagined.
No, they didn't even get the fire they wanted
fire they
because they had to keep reigniting it.
And they didn't even account for the batteries, or
Yep.
was that during the recreation?
No, they
You know what
didn't. They did not account for the presence of the batteries at all in their
You know what-
testing.
You know what the fucked up part about us all is though? He's still pretty much fucked.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because he's an enlisted, isn't he?
Yep.
Yep. He's still getting kicked out for the allegations, even if he's completely acquitted. Poor bastard.
No, they're not going to process him out as of yet, but he's already gone on record to say that prior to all this, I was still dead set on serving and everything. Now, fuck that.
Yeah, no, because they tried ruining his life over allegations that ended up becoming, unfruitful.
Well, it even came out. I forget how long ago, but there was part of the evidence that they used to build the case around him was a statement from an MA who was about to transport him into custody following the initial interview with NCIS, where he sarcastically said, "Well, guess I'm guilty."
Oh,
And they tried to use that as an admission of guilt instead of sarcasm.
because anything you say can and will be against you in the court of law and everywhere else.
And he already knew that because they were taking him into custody that he was fucked, regardless of the truth coming out after.
So he kind of fucked himself over
Nope.
with that.
Nope, it was a statement of fact that he was fucked, and they were already treating him as if he was guilty.
Yep.
Oh, so he.
That's
just-
the way it works in the military. Is you're pretty much
Oh,
guilty
yeah.
to prove innocent. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah, which is ass backwards. I really do not see the reason why that is the way it is.
No, well, part of it is the military mentality of wanting to maintain good order and discipline by any means necessary. It's why the whole thing of the beatings will continue until morale improves is a thing.
Or
it's also
rather,
good that he. It's also good that he opted not to have a jury.
Yeah, because well, here's the part that really irks me about the process. It was one person who pushed for the trial. Every other JAG officer that reviewed it, that was part of the process leading up to it going to court-martial, recommended no charges, do not take this to trial.
But it had to be a 100% unanimous vote.
No, it wasn't even a vote. These were recommendations coming up to the chain to the person that made the decision. And the person who made the decision read and looked at all those recommendations, looked at the merits of the case, and still said, "No, we still got it."
What the?
Well, hell, he's still saying they proved beyond a reasonable doubt the guy is guilty, even after he was acquitted.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the individuals that called the shots to begin with on initiating the trial are fucking retards.
No. So the initiation of the trial was going to happen, of a trial were going to happen no matter what, simply because there was an investigation with criminal intent. So there was going to be a trial. The question was just going to be who was on trial.
Oh yeah.
And
So
and icing on the cake, they did have a second suspect on their list. However, that person that they investigated and had a stronger case against processed out of the Navy because he reached his end of service and they lost track of him, so they stopped the investigation into him.
what the fuck?
Mind you, this person that they were investigating was a known artist, and they found graffiti in a porta potty on the pier shortly after Mays was taken into custody that said, "Haha, I'm the one that did it." And a
Jeez.
handwriting analyst compared that with this other guy's known artwork and determined them to be a match.
So the guy that out-processed because he reached the end of his term, he's the guilty motherfucker.
Most likely.
So they can't touch him because he's not in the military anymore.
No.
No.
Well, technically
They
could.
could.
What?
They could bring him back and prosecute him. However, the problem is that because he processed out, NCIS lost track of him, and because they lost track of him, they stopped investigating him further.
That's
So they
just
gave up instead of
Yes.
seeking like Doug the Bounty Hunter.
And
on his
isn't it?
ass?
Isn't it? I
Yes.
mean, aren't you supposed to have your forwarding address on your DD4 214 before you process out?
Yes, but it
Yep.
doesn't necessarily mean that you have to show up there.
I was at my house of
So
address for
NCIS
3
are
days
just
after I got out.
fucking incompetent bastards.
And that actually, so another wrinkle to all this. Prior to this fire happening, there was a major issue with that NCIS office that damn near everyone got replaced.
Wow.
Whoa. What kind of issue was happening?
Failure to follow through, improper investigation techniques, unsatisfactory investigation results.
So because they just decided to quit for sake of convenience, they all got canned.
Oh no, this was an issue inside that NCIS station before the group that did this arson investigation came in. The reason why those people were there in that office is because the office had a lot of people let go and transferred out because of performance issues before this even happened.
So then this new batch of agents should also be canned for equal
They also
dereliction
fucked it
of
up.
duty.
Yep. They dropped the ball too.
Yeah, so there's a lot of incompetence in a lot of these military and military adjacent agencies that are coming out recently that doesn't surprise me. And I'm actually kind of glad it's starting to get noticed and get the attention that it has deserved for a while. Because maybe shit can finally be fixed.
Can we just bring back corporeal punishment instead of it being beatings will continue until morale improves? It'll be the beatings will continue until intelligence improves. To hell with your morale.
Still smarter than legal eagle.
Yeah.
You're not gonna let that go, are you?
No.
And still more
Nice.
ethical than another lawyer on YouTube.
Whoa. We won't talk about that lawyer. Okay, we probably will.
I mean, it's not like this person admitted to tampering with evidence during their time as a police officer.
On a live stream.
And their co-host just kind of move
Pushed it off?
along. Nothing happened here.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Something tells me I'm going to kick off 5 months of sobriety just to stay with this.
Oh no, this is just fun commentary about how dirtbag people tend to do dirtbag things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of starting to sound like my friend's current landowner or
Here we go.
landlord.
Some more funnies.
Why?
Well,
Oh.
Just shave it all at that
you-
point.
you really.
Here we go.
I've seen that.
Well, you know it's because it's
Yeah.
compensating because the other thing
Yeah.
isn't too big.
Yeah. I
Here we
I
go.
see truth in that. I feel attacked.
Uh,
Ah,
Nikki, this is your mug.
No.
I kind of
Yes.
like that.
I want to buy that for my sister.
I want to send it over to Gail.
He'd have way too much fun with it.
Oh,
Oh no!
programming
Oh,
gone wrong.
I love the code. The code
Oh.
on top.
Dot toppings float
Right.
Oh no.
I mean, hang on. Follow me here. Maybe this will finally give a reason for why twerking has become so prevalent. Because people are in training.
Oh, to tenderize the meat.
And the thing is, that's from IKEA. If you've seen the bottom corner.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Sweden!
It-
Leon!
yeah.
You've got those questions you need answering.
Yeah, Burns, go ahead.
Leon,
You
we
know
know
where to
you're
post it.
responsible for this.
This is going to be
Yes,
a spicy
flip-flop
Swedish
was
meatball
concerned
soon.
here.
Flip flop.
He's surrounded by clue by fours, though.
I mean,
That not a single one of them is going to hit him, though.
at least he's using more than one on the
True.
side that's propped up in the air.
and he's got 2x4s on the opposite wheels holding them.
Those aren't 2x4s.
Those are clue by fours.
Yeah, those are 4x.
Yeah, they're squares.
Yeah,
they're solid squares.
4x4s.
4x4.
Someone needs a safety brief.
If we need your particular skill set, I'll certainly keep you in mind. Ouch!
I'm gonna remember that one.
The penis mightier than the
God damn it! Who let Connery write this?
It's a Samsung ad too for the Galaxy
Oh.
Note.
Oh no! Oh, but where is it?
There you go.
I love it.
Yes, you've got mail.
That's hilarious.
Well done.
Oh.
So, Jared, are we going to touch upon the alleged end of the world coming soon?
In a few. We got a few more images to go through.
Oh, and I have stopped a YouTube short on the perfect screen to prove the world is going to end.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh no.
Yep, that's a good one. Okay. Next
and
one.
it isn't. Oh no, Jay, because it's you looking at YouTube short clips.
Every person in this group.
So you're gonna turn me into Pikachu?
Yeah.
What's the
Well, it could be
problem?
Sith lightning. It could be
You're
Sith
missing the
lightning.
ketchup, Jared. You need that ketchup to store that electricity somewhere.
Or is it? What is this? That's I know it's a 40K reference. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a psyker.
It's like, oh, geez. Oh, here we go.
But yeah, I read the first line and I immediately think of Garrick.
Yep.
I believe that's where I come in.
Oh God. Oh, I don't think there is any mistake in that image.
If you don't see it,
Where is the duck?
I don't see
Where
it
is
either.
the duck?
No,
Bottom right corner.
that's like the other one.
Oh,
Oh,
there.
No,
Oh,
no. My favorite one so far, and I don't care if it was dirty or not to start off with, but everyone's, oh, do you see the bunny in here? I was like, no, I see a fucking seal.
Who got a picture of Red's house?
it's not that.
There we go. Some funnies.
All right.
But what?
I'm not going to play the video, but you guys got to see this.
See where you paused it.
Just read it.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
Dylan. No.
It's nasty as fuck. Don't try it.
No,
My mom
Velveeta?
made that.
Dylan.
Yes,
Fudge.
don't. Nasty.
Oh no.
Dylan.
Oh, all right. So I have a question. Just no. Just
Wait.
no.
Wait for it.
No. Yeah.
Half pound of Velveeta. Cocoa powder.
I
Velveeta is cheese, right?
Yes.
Yes.
no. It's
No,
it's cheese product.
It's
Okay.
it's dairy byproduct from the manufacturer of cheese. That's what.
Okay. But it is supposed to be a cheese flavored item.
Yes.
Wait for it.
No. No. How can you like that?
Some people got weird tastes, man. I mean, pegging is a thing.
I would rather have
Uh.
butter bread.
Yeah, you just have to put that in with pegging, wouldn't you?
It's the closest thing that I can relate it to. But no, here is the fun question to begin this next foray into current events. So, who do you think was responsible in the U.S. government for bombing of the Nord Stream?
Ooh.
Oh wait.
Who would be responsible if we're keeping our scope of suspicion within the U.S. government to include the military?
Oh, it does. Okay. So, let me explain the rationale for my question and why I just put it at the U.S. government entity as a whole and all the alphabet organizations.
This includes the military, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I would probably say
What
the
the hell?
SEALs.
Well, hang on, because it was released that prior to the leak being detected, that acoustic recordings that were identified as explosions, underwater explosions, were timed to be right around the time of this leak beginning. And then it was found that there's a clip from a press conference that Biden did where he didn't exactly hide the intent of forcing Europe to no longer rely on the Nord Stream for its energy reserves. And another congressman's financial records within the last week shown to be a significant increase in buying stock of a particular company that specializes in transportation of natural gas. Kind of funny when you start putting these pieces together about the fuckery that's going on.
Sounds like a whole bunch of people are about to have their pockets drained. Not dissimilar to the pipe.
Well, I mean, it could work out to Texas's advantage. I mean, they do have quite a bit of natural gas reserves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
No, go away, get that shit off, Garrett. Get that shit off. No.
Oh, well,
We're
so Sean Carroll said, "Nah, I'm thinking more Baltic region. A lot of actors have reasons for that. Think business contracts." And here's why I think there's U.S. government in some way, shape, or form involvement. One, they have access to insider knowledge, which directly affects their plays in the stock market, which, even though should be under the legal term of insider trading, because they are an elected official, it's not. Two, you have Biden in a press conference saying that they would do whatever it took to make sure that Europe doesn't have the dependency on Russian gas through the Nord Stream.
In short, Biden openly made that threat.
And three, the largest exporter of natural gas is the United States globally.
Yep.
So it may have been done by Scandinavian nationals or someone of descent from that
How
region
dare you.
specifically.
But they definitely had U.S. help with that.
But the CIA, NSA, someone who has a shady background like that was definitely involved because of the direct effect that it would have on American business interests.
I
See,
was
I had
going
already
to say
formulated this
Blackwater,
idea
but
a while
no,
ago when it
it would
happened.
not have been Blackwater. They specialize in killing civilian children in this street in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
So no, not Blackwater.
No, I'm not thinking third-party contractor from a U.S. company like that, but there's fucky shit going on that they are not doing a good job of hiding. And which makes me wonder, what the fuck else are they up to that they actually are hiding well?
Or you mean
Well-
pay attention to my left hand and so you don't see what my right hand's doing?
Yeah, ignore the right hand completely while it jacks you off. Yeah.
Yeah, but then there's the third hand.
We don't
Oh,
talk
that's the
about
only
the
gonna
third
go-
hand.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one.
We don't talk about Bruno.
But when
We
you
don't.
look at the rhetoric that's been coming out of Russia, this event, and I go back that I said this back in, what was it, February when Russia initially invaded?
Yep, February 24th.
Yeah, I said then that when we look back, this is going to be that linchpin moment that would be identified as the start of World War III, similar to if you go with my view of it, the actions of Japan into Manchuria in the mid-30s, or Germany's invasion of Poland after the quiet, allowed successions of the Rhineland and Sudetenland that
And Austria.
precipitated everything there.
So did you guys know he's an army vet?
Well, but here's the thing, Jared, is that I don't necessarily see it as the precipitation. I see the failure of the Russian army as a whole as the preceding precedent to a global catastrophe / nuclear war. And it does not take, and this is what I was trying to point out in Discord that Cal missed, was it doesn't take a whole lot from a nuclear arsenal
No, it don't.
to cause global ramifications as far as climate change goes.
No.
Okay. And that's my whole point, is that even if Russia only has 10% of its tactical, if it's ground strikes, it's going to kick up quite a bit of dust. It's going to kick up quite a bit of shit.
There's already alleged reports that some of the military officials are already calling for small yield nuclear devices to be put along the border.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is
The current border or the new one that Putin is trying to
I'm
erect?
not sure which one.
Because we've got those annexation referendums happening as well.
Yeah, they already done.
Those already happened. They got signed yesterday.
The annexation referendums that were totally not influenced by sending actual Russian citizens in to vote as if they were already citizens of Donbass.
Yeah.
I
The sham
think
ones.
that it was backline troops just because they didn't want to lend military gear to the lowly civilians. Because if it actually was civilians, then there would have been a lot of more armed guards and a lot fewer cameras.
Well, not just that. When you think about it, the videos that I saw that came out of it, the ones in uniform were oddly covering their faces when the people in civilian clothes weren't.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saying that those ones that were in the uniform, they were not civilians at all. They were military voting in place of civilians that
Oh.
did not want to vote themselves or were killed because they did not want to vote.
Oh, here's a piece of information from an outside observer that I actually trust this information at this point. From the chat, Rodent, of note, here in the Mojave, the Edwards Air Force Base has been running higher than usual bombing tests on the range.
Ooh, so we are gearing up then.
Our military
We're already-
does not do increased testing and training for certain contingencies unless we expect to use them in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with
Which
Rodent.
is
I agree with Rodent right now too. Is Ukraine is a modern weapon systems training ground right now for the U.S.
oh, it's not just that; it's for Russia too.
No, Russia's just throwing wherever they think might be effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's a testing ground for them. They're just failing it.
Yeah.
Well, they threw out
oh,
one of
my
their no.
favorite.
They found a actual bombed out Russian tank that is currently in research and development, not even in production.
Yeah.
They threw one of those out there, and it's laying on its side with the freaking turret blasted off of it.
Oh, my favorite one so far I saw was all right. So Ukraine, it doesn't have many tanks, but they're fairly new in the last 30, 40 years.
Didn't they have their hands on a couple of the T-80s? The
Yes,
actual new
that's
modern?
that's what I'm talking about. They have some fairly modern-ish tanks. Russia is down to throwing late Cold War era tanks at them.
And then they still have
Guess
their
what?
parade
No. It
in
gets worse.
Moscow.
It gets worse than that. Late Cold War tanks are no competition to even remotely modern tanks.
Well, think about it. The late Cold War era tanks is what Saddam had in '91 that the early gens of the Abrams decimated.
My point
Yeah.
exactly. So a
And-
T-80 is ripping a handful of T-80 tanks is ripping the living shit out of these older T-62s and shit like that.
Mhm.
It's like
I think-
Russia, stop. There's even been talk from Laserpig. It's like Russia has a stockpile of T-34s, and they've had a history of dealing with T-34s in recent events, but they have to go through so much bullshit to even get one of those things back running to combat readiness. We're probably not going to see one, and if we do, it is a 100% done deal. Nuclear weapons are probably going to fly before the T-32s come out.
Well, that's where, with all of this, with the turn, with how the actual performance of the Russian military has been, and now the active protests and grumbling from a larger number of the Russian populace wanting Putin out of there, I could see a nuclear strike being launched by them in the region just as a last-ditch effort to maintain control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Russia's more likely to nuke themselves to maintain dominance over their civilian population than to nuke, say, Ukraine. To put down what they're
I would
considering
not.
a rebellion.
I would not put it past Putin. And here's the thing: is everybody says that he's not stupid enough. The level of intelligence, education, or otherwise, it pales versus insanity. And right now, Putin is insane enough that he would just launch a nuke, try to set up a nuclear shield for all the territory that he's taken in Ukraine and say, that's it, I'm done.
I
And
got
that's what,
I got another thing to add to this after you're done.
go ahead.
All right, so here's my other thing too is, all right, we are afraid of Russia's nuclear arsenal. Not going to lie. But here's my theory on this. So we've been testing our interceptor missiles, our interceptor systems, against peer level or near peer technology. Russia has proven not to be a near peer anymore because of certain shitty corruption in their ranks, right?
Yeah.
Who's to say that our scenarios for our interceptors are going to be fail at the high fail rate that they have been? Because we are debating on this as being a near peer competitor versus someone who can't seem to keep their shit in check.
So, looking at the potential adversaries, it does seem at this point where originally we viewed Russia as the peer competitor. They're
No.
not. They're not.
Going to be China.
Other than a couple systems, they are 1 to 2 gens behind on effective weaponry. But yeah, China on the other hand, their weapons technology does seem to be
They
more
are a near
in
peer.
line. More
Yeah,
in line.
they're definitely a peer now because as of right now, they are the only other country besides the United States that has actually fielded a 5th generation fighter that is self-grown. Russia
Yes.
has them. They're not in combat rotation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only downside that China really has is a lack of military personnel with recent combat experience.
Yeah.
Because we still have people overseas, or we still have people that have just come back from last year's final deployment in Afghanistan.
Well, that's the thing too. Is that's another thing that's really prevalent with what people aren't getting either is United States has been at war for a large chunk of its history.
Yeah, we are pretty
We
much
are-
a war-born nation.
We are a war-born nation. We are a war-thriving economy. That's why when
Yeah.
war is happening, our economy is fucking booming.
With
If
the
anyone
exception
thinks
of
that they can beat us in war, they should be reminded that we were born in it. We forged ourselves in that fire.
yeah, with the exception of a few breaks, we've been in war since World War II started.
Yeah.
And
And
a
that's
few of them we've gotten our asses kicked. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
we've made mistakes,
Yes,
but
we have.
we've also have shown a tendency to learn from those mistakes. That's
Agreed.
That's why when you look at what happened in Vietnam and then Grenada and and dealing with Iran and Iraq during the 80s, come 91, we had taken all those lessons learned and decimated what was supposed to be a formidable foe. And they couldn't. And then, with the way we performed then and have carried it through since, into Kosovo, Southern Watch, and all the other policing actions, even the issue that spawned the book and movie Black Hawk Down in Somalia and Mogadishu, that showed that while we are vulnerable on the small scale, we can still get shit done. And that hype train has kept rolling.
And
Agreed.
it doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon, especially with
But,
World War III on the horizon.
but, when was the last time we went toe to toe with an enemy combatant that was close to equal footing, if not equal
World
footing?
War II.
No.
Yeah.
World War II.
No.
Yep.
There was one after
Vietnam.
that. No.
Vietnam or Korea.
Korea.
Korea. Isn't that because of the Chinese involvement back then?
Yep.
And Russia.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that was the last time the Chinese military had any form of action, if I am right.
Other than internal policing actions and ethnic cleansings, yes.
They have not had real action since Korea.
Nope.
So, even though they have us beat in numbers, we have them beat in skill, which is far more valuable than what numbers could ever do.
Well,
Tomato,
this is
not
hold on.
always. Because
well, this is also kind of. I don't care for infographics all that much, but they did bring up a couple good videos about this. This is one reason why a lot of the time when you see like the U.S. versus the world or stuff like that, U.S. comes out on top usually now because we're the only. Look at the world history right now. So, when you're talking about like what countries are most afraid when it comes to a war setting, you've got Europe and Asia. They're almost always geared for a land war. They're geared more toward the land war than they are anything else. The United States, on the other hand, is geared for everything because we are an isolated fucking continent. We have to project our power to help allies or to deal with our own self-interest.
Mm-hmm.
We have to have the capability to do that. No other country needs that. At least not right now, anyway. Last country that did have that before us, there was
Britain.
two of them.
Britain and Japan.
Yep. And they don't need it anymore because they have us.
And they both effectively got their asses handed to them.
Yep. So has Germany. So has Russia. Kind of did.
Russia's on their way to getting their asses handed to them, but that's looking a little iffy these days.
No.
Even with that counteroffensive.
No. All right. So the places that they annexed,
Mm-hmm.
there's no troops there.
So Ukraine can just swathe that entire southern front.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's no real military presence in those annexed territories because guess what happened? The second he was signing those fucking annexation papers, there was a massive withdrawal from the South.
Sounds like that annexation is going to turn into bomb testings.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Yeah.
That's why I kept hitting toward. Do we need to talk about the imminent, possible alleged end of the world coming?
And that's where, if that does play out, and Russia does do that under a false flag pretense.
Well, because he looked at the camera. He looked at the camera and said, and I'm going to paraphrase here because I don't remember the exact words that were muttered, but these are our countries now. You attack them, there will be full retaliation.
Ukraine doesn't even need to attack them. They just have to go to Russia Federation's side of the border.
False flag issues, and that's where
the other issue on this too. Hold on, Jared. The other issue on top of this too is Ukraine is trying to fast track NATO joining,
Mm-hmm.
which they want direct NATO intervention.
This is turning into the legitimate powder keg now.
Who here is versed enough on the political landscape of 1910.
That
Not
would
enough
not be
to make a comment, but I know what you're going with this.
Starting to look oddly familiar, huh?
Are we going back to
The-
Austro-Hungary?
This is the lead up to World War One, and what ultimately caused and set off the powder keg that was World War One was the assassination of the Archbishop Ferdinand,
Yeah,
the Archduke.
No.
Yeah. So what you had happen there from the early 1900s into right before the assassination was you had a lot of changing of alliances and a lot of strengthening and reiteration of these international alliances. And then you had posturing of troop placements here, there, in certain areas. Kind of sounds like what's happening right now, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because all right, here's my thing: is Jared, you're not. I remember your prediction about the whole Taiwan thing. You're not going to be wrong on this. The U.S. is going to be inevitably drawn into a two-front war
Again.
Yep.
but luckily the two fronts are going to be not as far apart as they used to be.
No. One of them is going to be very quick. That's going to be Russia. China is going to be our problem child.
Yeah, Russia. Yeah, one front is going to be over within a year, with under a year.
Yeah.
The other one, that's
Not-
going to be the thing.
Yeah,
The
it's
positive
not
point.
similar to World War II in that aspect, in that we effectively ended Germany fairly quickly after we landed at D-Day, even though that took roughly a year, maybe a little less. But Japan was our problem child that we were combating for since the bombing of Pearl
Well,
Harbor.
But you got to look. You got to look at too, Cal. Is we did not go with a Japan first.
No, we went with
Doctrine.
Europe first.
We went with Europe first doctrine. Okay, meaning we just wanted to fight a stalemate war with Japan until after we had Europe contained. Okay,
Mhm.
Once we got Adolf Hitler dealt with, then we went and kicked ass on the Japanese. Until then, we pretty much fought a stalemate war with Japan.
Well, there was a balance. There was a buffering back and forth. Europe
Yeah.
first was the primary, but we still had to maintain ground, and then we actually slowly started to gain ground in the Pacific Theater because the primary ground force that we were utilizing in the Pacific Theater for those first few years were the Army troops that were already in theater and the Marines. When it came to the Army, which has always been a more numerous fighting force than the Marine Corps, their primary focus was Europe. But once Europe started getting in hand, like once we were making good progress inside the German border itself, a lot of the troops that were initially earmarked for Europe started to go to Australia for the Pacific island hopping campaigns. So there was that active shift because there was that, yes, Europe is a primary focus. Let's get there under control because they figured that would be easier simply because you're dealing with the European continent. You're dealing with effectively one large landmass as opposed to dealing with Japan. It was going to be island hopping the entire time. It was going to be amphibious assault to amphibious assault to amphibious assault, which is notoriously hard. Whereas in Europe, they only had to do 3.
That's why we're also the only country that knows how to do them anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we have a force dedicated to it that gets consistent training.
This is why I said it's like, all right, yeah, China is going to be an issue. We are going to get fucked up fighting China. We may ultimately win,
but it's going to be
But
costly.
it's definitely gonna be costly. Russia, all right. So a large chunk of us are in our late 30s, early 40s. We were at the beginning of being alive at the end of the Cold War. We already know about this whole, everyone was afraid of Russia. When I got further past the Cold War and people were still threatening, oh, Russia's so scary, I was never afraid of Russia.
There are
I was
some
afraid
things.
of China.
There are some things that Russia can bring to bear that do need to be a concern.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
But it's
But
not. It's not on the scale that it was perceived to be
50
in,
years ago,
say, 88, 89.
like I said,
Or is it to the scale of what China has?
well, so all right, so the problem, all right, so here's the thing. The only thing to fear out of Russia is the nuclear weapons, in all honesty, and the fact that they can just throw people at the problem. Even though it doesn't look like it's the solution anymore.
Nope.
Well,
That
Two,
it was last a viable solution in World War II, and even that was, not
considering
all the time.
3/4 of the losses in World War II were sustained by Russia because they just chucked people at the problem.
Also, let's kind of backtrack for World War II, like Russia and World War II, because you got to realize that the Russian troops that Russia was throwing at World War II weren't Russian.
No, they
They were
weren't.
everyone else in the
They
area.
were mostly, in fact, Ukrainian,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and a good portion of Georgians in Kazakhstan.
In origin, go to my library, then click
Oh.
on the game, and then click on this settings icon.
oh, we hear that, Burns.
My bad. Wrong button.
Yeah, but when you look at that, there are still things to be concerned with coming out of Russia aside from just the nuclear warheads. One of them being a particular torpedo that they've developed and tested and is operational. Granted, it is nuclear tipped.
Is it the carrier sinker?
No, that's the China one.
Oh.
That's a challenge.
Are you-
So
Are you talking about their super cavitating torpedo?
that's
Yes, they're supercavitation nuclear tipped torpedo.
well. I was more going with their high endurance one that is essentially an unmanned drone with its own warhead that can be out in the ocean. That's almost as quiet as their latest class of submarine and is autonomous and can be out deployed in a loiter mode for months.
So it's basically a kamikaze droid, but
Yep.
for underwater operations.
It sounds like a mobile slim.
Yeah. Yep.
For those who don't know, in the subforce, one of the mines that we can launch in a submarine is called a submarine launched mobile mine. And what it is, it's developed from an old Mark 37 torpedo. You impulse it out of the torpedo tube, it sinks to the bottom and sits on the bottom. It could be programmed to go after a particular target signature, but it basically just sits dormant, and then when the target comes over, it activates. So it's kind of like you're firing a torpedo at a ship long after you've left.
Yeah, except that this one, instead of going into a dormant rest state,
It could move around.
it has its own nuclear core for its propulsion.
Which is also the warhead, or is that another
And
piece of?
then there's the warhead on top of that.
Oh no! So it's a double dirty bomb.
Yep.
Oh, that's
So
not
there
right.
there are a handful of individual systems that Russia could deploy that are rather concerning.
I was just going to say problematic to keep it lighthearted, but yeah, I would go with concerning.
Yeah. Why isn't Project Odin a thing already? Can we just get a fucking rod from God to slam into the goddamn Kremlin?
Because treaties exist and we technically cannot weaponize space.
It's not weaponizing space, it's weaponizing a single satellite. There is a difference.
Having a weapons platform up there is weaponizing the area because
Yep.
there is no clearly defined maintainable borders in that area right now because of a technological limitation. As soon as we have personal craft that can be both atmospheric and exo-atmospheric, then the fun shit really starts happening up there.
For some reason, Iron Sky just popped in my mind. Where like
Yeah,
everybody ignored the treaty.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, that's not to say that we haven't possibly already done it. It's just that there are treaties in existence right now that say we technically can't.
Yeah, and that's... The treaty is only as strong as it is able to be enforced.
Exactly. That's why I am saying it's not saying that we haven't possibly already.
It's just we cannot utilize it at this time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
well, then the next
that
best
would-
thing is warheads on foreheads.
The Ukrainians are doing a rather awesome job of that right now.
Yeah, but they're not reaching far enough.
Well,
All we need is one solid hit on Kremlin.
Cal. We can give them the capability. But
That would drag us into a nuclear war.
not even that. How much faith do you have?
You know what? Here's how we solve
They're
this
gonna
problem.
use those weapons responsibly.
Here's how we solve this problem. Fuck the Geneva Convention. Put Putin in the chair from Clockwork Orange and make him watch this music video.
All versions of it?
All versions of it in an infinite
Oh
loop.
shit, man.
Oh.
Sean,
That could
are
be
you
fun.
talking about F-16s or now F-35s?
What?
He's talking about Viper. Yep, that's what I thought.
And he also agrees with my torture.
Yeah, it would be rather interesting.
And every so often in the loop you get,
How dare you?
Yeah, I still think she had something to play with the pipeline issue.
Shall we play a game?
I'm
Yes.
playing a game.
But this is a different game.
a fun game.
Wow.
Oh, what the hell? Did it just boot me out?
Which one?
Aww. Yeah, it probably did.
Yeah, it did. Let me know when you're ready and I'll share the screen.
You can share the screen.
Also, Sean, by the way, those are now getting repurposed for F-35s to do that job now.
Oh yeah, there's also that issue that we're trying to replace a certain part in our jets because it was made in China.
Well, the part itself wasn't. One of the material manufacturing pieces inside of it at like a third or fourth tier level were sourced from China.
Hold on, I got a sound clip for that rodent.
That was your father's brother's former roommate's material.
Daddy, my ears are bleeding. Stop.
What does that make us?
Absolutely nothing. A JP5 icy, I love it.
Oh no!
Oh, okay. Give me a second here.
I'm not going to be joining. I'm just going to watch.
Give me 1 second here.
Isn't this one only limited to like
6.
5 or 6. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Losers.
Hmm.
So we got the, what was it?
The
Reunion of the Soviet
So-
Socialist Republics. Don't nuke it. The JP5 Icy. Losers nuke. JP5 Snow Cone.
Anybody else want to join?
Is this the one where we got to cut off a finger or cut off a hand?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
Nord leaks.
All right.
Nord
Matt,
Maxed out.
Oh, is this the one we have to
this
create?
is the movie clip. Yes.
Oh yes, this was fun. We create our own script for the part that's missing.
This is so going to be cancer now.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
But we had a good time last time we did this one.
Well, I know. I know. I was there for it. I watched it, but Jesus Christ, this is why I'd rather watch it.
round, a video will play with missing
Yeah, we create our own dubs. This is the best part.
I'm
Players
here for
watch
the
the
cancer.
dubs and vote on the best one. Player with the highest score at the end of the game.
Audience can join.
It's
PlayWTD.com. LUNR is the room code.
Okay, here we go.
And you go skating with us outside, it's just right.
Oh God.
Show them you're not just a pretty face.
Oh God. Let the cancer begin.
This is gonna be interesting.
And you go skating with us outside, it's just right.
Sorry, I need my JP5 flu shot.
And you go skating with us outside, it's just right.
Stop the nuke is too much to light that fart.
And you go skating with us outside, it's just right.
I can't, I've got 5 annexed regions full of civilians to nuke.
And you go skating with us outside.
That one is cow.
I can't, I have to put the lotion on its skin again.
And you go skating with us outside, it's just right.
I can't, I have to lube up my mommy for her scissor sister's play date.
And you go skating with us outside, it's just right.
I am sorry. I can't go, I am suffering from massive shits from all the JP5 I drank.
What did you think was the best?
We see tonight.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna go with that one.
Damn.
Cow.
What?
Did I call yours?
Maybe.
You're a real fake out, buddy. Clown Town. Poignant and funny. You have a gift.
Really?
I'll take it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's rather cute. What is it?
Oh no.
No time to waste. Enter your doubt
Oh
now.
God, no.
Let's see how this one lands.
That's rather cute. What is it?
That, it's just my limited edition Putin present. Just watch out for the flash. It'll be over soon.
Oh no.
It's a
Wow.
sunken battleship with incompetent crew. At least crew isn't among them. It is the doll made in the Ukrainian regions I just annexed.
What is it?
It puts the lotion on its skin to let the radiation in. It's the self-serve JP5 snow cone machine. It is your mom's beaver shavings. It makes for a great hat.
Round's over.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Oh,
Oh, I gotta vote for that one.
wow.
You're a sight for sore eyes. Yikes.
Yeah, that's a good one,
I
John.
had a feeling.
Wow.
Another round of What the Dub is coming at you.
And Johnny kept teasing me and saying,
Oh no.
and I laughed at him and
God,
said, "Stop."
Time to let your ambitions
Oh,
soar.
that's
Under your dub.
This is gonna be so good.
I needed to take the advice of my name for that one.
Quick, enter your dub.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got it. Teasing me and saying,
I have a nuke for your beaver. The flash is a real bang.
and I
Nice.
laughed at him and said, Johnny, stop it. And Johnny kept teasing me and saying,
It was the biggest thing I would ever see. I need JWST to see it.
and I laughed
Alright.
at him and said, Johnny, stop it. And Johnny kept teasing me and saying,
Come on, baby. JP5 makes for really good anal lube.
and I laughed at him and said, Johnny, stop it. And Johnny kept teasing me and saying,
I'd like to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
Johnny, stop it. And Johnny kept teasing me and saying,
But mommy, I thought you loved having your beaver annexed.
I laughed at him and said, Johnny, stop it. And Johnny kept teasing me and saying,
But you know you will like the 37 dead hookers.
and I laughed at him and said,
I
Johnny,
like the throwback.
Which dub did you like?
Uh.
Now.
3 good ones.
Oh, wow.
Time's running out.
Here we go.
Classic ignoramus. This dub is the jive. Look at him go.
Hey.
In contention.
Round 4.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
Oh no. That was a long audio.
Enter your dub.
Sean, you know why.
You're almost out of time.
Don't nuke it.
Rep, he nuked it.
It didn't accept the click.
You nuked it.
I told you not to press that button. Now we're all going to die because the coordinates on those warheads are all
I guess
for
it
here
didn't
and
like
not
the word
Ukraine.
whore.
Oh.
Where the fuck is your red nose?
Ah!
And your antlers? You left them at his house again, didn't you? You're my happy little whore. Your nuke is a real hit with 37 dead hookers and a super train. I
Oh,
want
the
you to
super
hook your
train.
JP5 hose to my potable water tank. I need it. We'll quit sticking your nuke in my ass and say boom. I need you to annex my ass because Putin annexed my beaver.
Wow.
Well then.
There's some good ones.
You're killing you wish here.
You're on a roll.
Yep, Jay, you got that one. Nicely done.
You're spewing pure rhubarb. What a loser.
Oh, rip.
Oh, that was
Grab your martini glass.
Oh, here
Next
we go.
up is the final round.
What's on your mind? Quite sure?
What are you waiting for? Enter your dub.
End in tears.
Hurry up.
Just in time.
What's on your mind?
I had to nuke you Wish's ass with Putin's love bomb. He now has a hairy beaver.
Really? Quite sure?
Fuck you.
What's on your mind?
I was wonder if I could give you a reach around for your nuke.
Really? You quite sure? What's on your mind?
I need a super train and 37 dead hookers with a JP5 anal lube.
Really? You quite sure? What's on your mind?
Turns out I was right. Russia's run out of military personnel to even launch their nukes.
Really? Sure?
Okay.
What's on your mind?
I keep getting calls about my car's extended warranty, but then there's this giant kaboom that follows. Now my penis is sore and red. Can you look?
Really? Sure? What's on your mind?
Drinking JP5 really makes it burn when I pee.
Oh.
Sure?
Vote. The choice is yours.
Waiting for one audience member.
Two thumbs down. Someone's got it made in the shade. And here's our winner.
But by how much?
Big, baby.
By quite a bit.
Winner.
No, because I outscored him that round.
Your jokes need a page one rewrite, buddy.
Nice.
Congratulations. And to everyone else,
4,000 points.
What? Annoying
By
crit?
650. 650 points.
It's a pretty close running there, comparatively. Last time we played this, like number one was always really ahead.
Play one more round.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we've
yeah.
gotten better.
Yeah,
Yeah, one more.
This is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun watching you fuckers.
Let's get rolling.
Maybe you should play sometime.
So many dubs, so little time. Let's get
Oh,
into
the
it.
spelling would give it away.
Huh?
Yeah,
Now I see. Yeah.
Enter your. Time's running out.
I think some of us are gonna have the same answer.
5. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Now I see.
He has such a great ass. You think I have a shot of getting him to annex and nuke my beaver?
Huh?
You see your mama's pussy getting rammed by Putin.
Yeah. Huh? Now I see.
A blash of beaver on 37 dead hookers and Putin's love bomb.
Yeah. Huh?
Okay.
Now I see.
I have seen bigger dicks at a Wall Street stock sell-off extravaganza.
Nice.
Now I see.
Oh my god.
Now he sees, he couldn't see my beaver last night, and I even had all the floodlights on for him.
Or forever hold your
Damn.
Damn. Beat me out.
I'm sorry, some of you guys, those were mid. Those were so mid.
Wow. Look who's in the weeds. Tough up, Jack.
I'll take it.
Break a leg, kid. Here comes the next round.
This is the last artificial brain Grandfather Frankenstein made.
Oh no.
Time to shake the world, kid.
Fuck.
Good job.
Oh, come on, that one writes itself.
Right?
Hustle, hustle.
This is the last artificial brain Grandfather Frankenstein made.
See this juice? No, not juice, juice. It's why it'll work nicely. I'm going to name it Abby Normal.
Artificial Frankenstein made.
I will now infuse it with JP5 and bring it back to life.
Okay.
Artificial brain Grandfather Frankenstein made.
It is Abby Normal's brothers, Abe Normal.
This is the last artificial brain Grandfather Frankenstein made.
It contains the knowledge of how all 37 of those hookers died on the super train and got filled with JP5 lube.
The last artificial brain Grandfather Frankenstein made.
Unfortunately, it was modeled after Putin's.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay.
Grandfather Frankenstein made.
How the fuck did it end up in Putin's head while he was banging 37 dead hookers?
So that's who done it. So we kind of accidentally told a story there. It's reverse.
You got a face for radio, kid.
Tell me something I don't know.
You take the egg, baby. Winner, winner.
Oh, wow.
Hey. I'm not last.
Round 3.
I still have plenty of time to catch up.
About a week ago, I noticed this small sore.
Oh no.
No. Oh no.
That was a long clip too. This right here is probably the only one I would have had an answer for right off the bat.
You're almost out of
Felt like I was trying to write a novel synopsis.
Yeah.
About a week ago, I noticed this small sore.
On the end of your penis after you use the JP5 lube from the Nimitz potable water tank.
About a week ago, I noticed this small sore.
I told you not to use the JP5. If you're going to stick that pipe up your ass, then you need to grab the gun grease.
About a week ago, I noticed this
Oh, I may have
small
fucked up your
sore.
mind.
I told you to stay away from Putin's love nuke. Now you have Ukrainian Donbass monkeypox.
Okay.
Small sore.
It is right where I fucked Putin with my JP5 lube missile.
About a week ago, I noticed this small sore.
There was this hooker that uses JP5 to lube her beaver and now it burns when I pee.
About a week ago, I noticed this small sore.
Did you apply the topical JP5 cream like the doc said to do?
time to place your vote, folks.
Oh. Ouch, kitty. What? Oh.
Ouch! Your jokes need a page 1 rewrite, buddy.
Wow.
You flipped the script on that one. Great work.
Oh, I was last. No, I'm not.
Quiet on set. Another round is coming up.
A mouthful of dubs? Oh, that's gonna get worked into mine.
What you're going to do is insane.
Tell 'em you're not just a pretty girl. You're your dub.
Okay, here.
Better hurry.
Ooh. 5, 4, 3.
What you're going to do is insane.
But if you must, I will support you fucking the 37 hookers with JP5 lube, then setting them all on fire.
That's one way to get rid of him.
What you're going to do is insane.
I gonna stroke his nuke until it spews that JP5. That will wake him up.
What you're going to do is insane.
Using 37 dead hookers as ICBMs to make a nuclear shield of the Donbass.
What you're going to do is insane.
He has Abe Normal's brain and Putin's love nuke. I hope I get to use the JP5 lube mix again.
Okay.
What you're going to do is insane.
This is one of the hookers. You can see that his pecker suffered from a beaver full of JP5.
All right.
What you're going to do is insane.
I need you to try suck-starting him back to life while I pump his ass full with this fuel. I call it JP5.
What did you think was the best?
Wow.
I'm glad to see so many of us are on the same page.
It's hard not to be with this.
Oh.
Nostalgia, 30, nukes, Putin,
One
or
word.
JP5.
You're headed to Nowheresville, kid. Try harder.
Oh, damn.
Hey, I'm going back up.
Grab your martini glass. Next
Here
up,
we go.
final round.
Is there a doctor in the village?
His illness is not of the flesh.
Oh no.
Oh no, another one of these.
Time to let your ambitions soar. Enter your dub. Better hurry.
Yeah.
Is there a doctor in the village?
His illness is not of the flesh.
It is of the mind. He thought it was a good idea to annex areas he withdrew his troops from.
Okay.
Is there a doctor in the village?
His illness is not of the flesh.
It's of JP5 and Jared's love jism.
Hey, it's a powerful combination.
Is there a doctor in the village?
His illness is not of the flesh.
Putin unloaded his love bomb and now he has crimean monkeypox and hemorrhoids.
Is there a doctor in the village?
His illness is not of the flesh.
It is of the mind. A mind fixated on having 37 dead hookers with beavers full of JP5 lube, all hailing from the nuke shield state of Donbass.
Wow.
I like the progression you have going there,
Not of
Cal.
the flesh.
It is of the Lords, and there's only one combination that will cure him. Get me a cowbell and that new invention from the madman at the corner, JP5.
That's a good one.
Is there a doctor in the village?
His illness is not of the flesh.
It is of the 37 dead hookers dancing in his mind.
Or don't. The choice is yours.
Wow.
I also like that one connection made with "It's of the loins." That's good.
You're a certified dreamboat. Yowza! Someone is cruising.
You all suck.
Damn.
And the winner is.
See, I took my advice and I won.
Oh.
Pardon my French. You suck.
That's what JP5 does to you.
Thanks to everyone who played. Except
Wow.
who wasn't even trying.
Damn.
Wait, I'm the loser. Yet loser's nukes is last.
Dead body number 2. Announcer at airfield.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah,
call it
we're
a
done.
night.
Y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all later.
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 Yeah.
That one. You know, there were a lot of callbacks, a lot of nostalgia. I'll give you that, but
And quite a bit of story writing.
yeah.
Oh my god! I see how the world's gonna end. It's not Putin.
3 of us all had that same prompt, and we somehow did an investigative story on how Putin murdered 37 hookers and used JP5 Blue.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, at least I can say this. Our investigative skills apparently are better than those of the NCIS station in San Diego, California.
True. True.
You set that bar. You take that bar a little
It's
bit
also
higher.
better than the ATF.
But with that, this is fun. This is needed.
Oh, that was.
And we'll see how much time I have. Because this next week's going to be busy. Yeah. Nothing like being thrown into the middle of a project and trying to figure out a timeline of what can actually be done.
Oh, one of those. Wonderful.
Yep, nothing like a combination relocation, reconfiguration, and a safety circuit upgrade all happening at once.
Lovely.
Jack, what picture is that from? What movie is that from?
Airplane.
Yes.
I thought so.
Why is the sickle serrated?
They couldn't make it exactly, otherwise they would offend some
It's ribbed
people.
for your pleasure.
Exactly.
Oh, there's that too.
No. No.
Well, with that, everyone enjoy, be safe, and we will see you in a couple of weeks.
Bye.
Later.
Later.
Bye.